This is a drama review of the recent Chinese web drama Moonshine and Valentine, 千岁大人的初恋。Hi, you're watching Of New X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. I've had a lot of people leaving comments in my videos and then on my social media account ask me to do a review of Moonshine and Valentine. Seems a lot of people are really interested in this drama, and this drama is also quite well received in China, so I did spend some time looking into this drama. This is a 25 episodes long contemporary romantic drama based on, again, another book, so another IP, led by Song Qian and Huang Jingyu. The story is quite a familiar formula if you've watched enough Eastern Asian dramas. The male lead role played by Huang Jingyu is a sort of 1,000-year-old fox, but who looks like a human, who originally, as the story tells us, is actually an alien, but their race got to Earth and kind of evolved with human beings and looking mostly like human beings, but they're not human beings, they're fox. The whole thing is very, very confusing, but please do understand that these days in China, if you want to make a drama like this with a character who is kind of supernatural, you have to give it a scientific explanation, otherwise you wouldn't be allowed to make it, or you wouldn't be allowed to broadcast. This is just one of those weird rules we have. So anything that's talking about demons or fox demons or things that are not human, you have to give it a logical explanation, which most scriptwriter resolves to aliens. So let's just say our main male lead role is an 1,000-year-old alien who has been in love with the same woman's reincarnation for many, many lifetimes, and now they meet again in contemporary time. So that's the setup. Right off the bat, this is a very familiar story. If you've watched My Love from the Star from Korea, quite a couple of years ago, one of the biggest dramas in Asia, that's like in recent 10 years or so, you'd know that like almost identical story setup with a man who's hundreds of years old, who's in love with the same woman over different lifetimes. And so the moment that I hear about this story structure, I just automatically compares this drama to that drama because they are just too similar. But this is definitely a very different drama from My Love from the Start. First, let me talk about a few things I really like about this drama. This drama is told with a very relaxed style, by which I mean the mixture of music, editing, cinematography, direction, acting, it's very relaxed. It also doesn't contain very cringy lines that you often see in romantic contemporary Chinese dramas. And actually, I find it surprisingly refreshing that they use a lot of voiceover of the main roles. This usually is a device that I refrain from using, or I think dramas and movies in general should try to stay away when you have somebody talking over. It kind of is playing the God's angle that most of the time is a lazy way of storytelling. But actually, interestingly enough, for this drama, when these talks come in, they come in at right places. And it hits right points, and it's told in ways that doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. So actually, I enjoyed, surprisingly, the way that they use voiceover from the roles. I find the best way to describe it is throughout the drama, you'd find sporadically places where you suddenly feel this heightened emotion, and it gets really interesting. But that's also a problem. I think the biggest problem I have with this drama is it has good moments, but it doesn't have a strong through line. I think even for contemporary romantic dramas, when the whole world is not, the life and death of the world is not riding on the two main leads' shoulders, it's about their love relationship, it's about personal stories. You still need the highs and lows, the peaks and the valleys, the conflicts to push story forward. When you look at My Love from the Start, I would say the first 17 episodes, you really do feel each episode, the writer is very consciously trying to leave some sort of a cliffhanger, some sort of things to carry on the sort of momentum of the storytelling. You're feeling you're being chased and you wanting to find out what happens in next episode one after another, and you can't even stop. Whereas when I'm watching this drama, I can stop anywhere and I wouldn't feel the need or the urge to find out what happened next, like right now. I watched the first 5 or 6 episodes without skipping, and then I skipped the whole thing. I mean, every episode, I didn't watch it minute by minute. I kept skipping because I can tell by just moving my player head where is the part where it's really slow and draggy and it's not really talking about the main things, and where the things get interesting. And I also feel this drama has many subplot lines or supporting roles, their own stories, that just takes too much time and energy from the main storyline. When you have subplots, that's all fine, as long as they are in different angles or different ways strengthening the main plot. Either you push the main plot forward, or you're kind of setting up a different angle, or like a paradox or some kind of a comparison to your main story that make the main story even more interesting. Whereas in this drama, you do have very cute, very interesting supporting roles, and their stories themselves are quite cute, but exactly how does that help the main storyline? I feel it takes away too much of the focus and energy of the main story. Then the third problem I think it's definitely a personal perception. You may completely not get my opinion, but I want to share it with you anyway, is I feel there's a disconnect between the two leads. I think Song Qian has improved greatly at acting. She used to act in ways that I can't even find words to describe how cringy it was. So when I first heard this drama, I was like, really? She's in the drama? Why would I watch it? When I started to watch it, I realized, wow, she has improved like miles. Now she looks like a proper actress, and I think she's actually one of the best actress in this drama. I think she's much stronger than the male lead, and that's the problem. There are many fangirls out there for this actor, and I have to say, I have no idea about who he was. Like, I've never heard of him, literally. Before this drama, I went in without any previous knowledge about who he is or what he has done. I'm just purely judging everything from his performance in this drama. And I feel his acting is too subdued, too pulled back. Most of the time when I look at him on screen, I'm not sure what he's trying to get across, whether he's acting, I don't know, sad, happy, like what is the emotion, what is the signal. I don't mean you have to be acting out, as Song Qian used to do actually a lot in her dramas. But in this drama, surprisingly, she's extremely natural, but her emotion comes across very, very comfortably. Whereas for the male actor, I just don't get signals from him. I think for this type of storytelling, because the male actor, the male role is the role that basically knows more, has memories of the past, whereas the female role doesn't. So he naturally should be almost the more important role to sort of keep the story progressing on the right track. But somehow you feel it's the female role that is kind of carrying the whole weight of the storytelling, whereas our male lead role doesn't even make you feel or believe that he is someone who has lived that long and who has loved the same woman over different lifetimes. If I were a person who has loved somebody for that long, the way I look at that person would definitely be much more complicated than what I see coming off this actor's acting. Also, I think between her and him, the two leads, I just don't get the chemistry. Now this, again, may be just my personal perception, but I think I've watched enough Asian dramas, especially Chinese dramas, to be a fairly good judge on this type of things. And I think chemistries are very hard to quantify, but they're very easy to actually perceive. If two people really have that going on, it's impossible to miss. Unfortunately for this drama, I just simply don't feel that. So I guess that's why I couldn't 100% invest my own emotion, or I can't be 100% convinced about this story between these two characters. I know this drama gets a quite high rating on Douban, 7.6 for contemporary romantic drama. That's already like really high, and probably much higher than what normally people would expect from this type of drama. But still, my personal opinion is it leaves something to be desired. Although there are definitely good things about this drama. I like Actually, the supporting roles and their funny banterings and certain moments, just super funny the way they edit and cut the story together. I also love the song Zhu Que Street. I think it's one of the best things that this drama has done. Is that song is just killer. And then when that song comes up, when there's a nightclub scene that you will see halfway, a little bit over halfway in the drama, it made that episode, or it made that scene, or it suddenly made those two people that I don't feel they have a chemistry connection, having a chemistry connection in that moment. And I think that would completely, I would contribute that to the beautiful song Zhu Que Street. And this drama is about to end, I think, next week in China. Whereas if you're watching it on Viki, you might need to wait a bit longer. If you've already watched this drama, if you're crazy about the male actor, I know a lot of people are, or the female lead role, again, because I know a lot of people are her fans. Please don't take offense, because I didn't say all the good things about this drama. This is just my personal opinion, but I am interested to hear what you think. Do you agree with some of the things that I've said, or do you think I'm just completely bullshitting? Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.